crashes against glass and asphalt. Neon bleeding into puddles, footsteps echo syncopated with heavy 808s. Snares snapping with precision bass vibrating through empty streets, winding tension like smoke. My voice cuts clean, fierce and raw, every word twisting with intent. Each bar a spark, each line a pulse. I stride, pivot, leap, arms slicing through the air in a rhythm, letting beats carry me across alleys, rooftops and abandoned plazas. Shadows stretching, imagined eyes tracking silently. Tension tightening in chest, patch shimmer faintly. Cinematic strings layering unease. Drums tear in the night, bass grinding under concrete. I twist, jump, flow, bending around. Ripping pockets, syllables snapping over beats. Hooks rising with intensity. Bridge winding, anticipation stretching tough. Chorus erupts, bold and layered. Energy explosive. I spin, step, words curling, bending, melodies entwined with heartbeat. Lines painting reflections in puddles, shadows dancing, layers stacking, each line igniting, each bar flaring, energy colliding across rooftops, streets alive with pulse, fully immersed, completely alive, entirely alive. Rhythm sinking deep, body moving instinctively, mind sharp and story unfolding, whispered verses swelling into roars. Drums pounding, bass booming, tits slicing, voice bending, soaring words layering tension and grit, drops it in hard bridge, twisted into chorus, target unstoppable flow, shifting, slicing, motion relentless, alive in every strike, moving through streets, spinning, twisting, shouting, singing, echoes trailing, rhythm pulsing, melody driving, voice cutting, soaring, narrative threading, energy flowing, alive, fully immersed, streets alive with neon fire, flow unbroken, rhythm compelling, voice bending, slicing, soaring, energy building, tension climbing, alive in every line, story weaving through alleys and rooftops, motion infinite, darkness painting edges, melody carrying higher, every phrase a spark, every bar a flame, tension breaking, reshaping, alive, fully absorbed, completely immersed, night swallowing, air reflecting, heartbeat racing with bass words curling, slicing, soaring, unstoppable, soaring, unstoppable, random driving, story unending, alive, fully, completely, entirely absorbed, motion endless, narrative twisting through shadows, energy climbing, voice slicing, melodic layers shifting, alive in every beat, fully immersed, completely present, darkness and city breathing together, words cutting, soaring, unstoppable, story threading, motion infinite, alive in every strike, fully, completely, entirely immersed.
rain hammers down on empty streets. Neon bleeding across puddles. Footsteps sinking with booming 808s. Snare snapping sharp, bass trembling beneath. Curling tension through shadows, my voice cuts through the night. Sharp and raw, twisting with power, every word a weapon. Each bar a spark igniting darkness I stride. Pivot, leap, arms slicing air. Beats carry me across alleys and rooftops. Windows flicker with imagined eyes. Tension coiling tight, paths shimmer, shimmermatic strings layering unease. Drums tearing night air, bass grinding deep. I twist, flow, bending syllables snapping over rhythms. Hooks rising with intensity. Bridge winding, anticipation stretching taut. Chorus erupts, late explosive energy thick. I spin, step, words curling, bending melodies entwined with heartbeat lines, painting neon reflections. Puddles shivering, shadows stretching, layers stacking, each line igniting, each bar flaring, energy colliding across streets. Pulse racing alive in the night, body moving instinctively, mind sharpened, story unfolding, whispered verses swelling into roars. Drums pounding, bass booming, sync slicing, voice bending and soaring, words layering tension and grit. Drops hitting hard, bridge twisting into chorus. Dark, stylish, relentless, flow shifting.
Slicing motion, unstoppable, moving through streets. Spinning, twisting, shouting, singing, echoes, trailing, rhythm, pulsing, melody, driving, voice, cutting, soaring, narrative, threading, energy, flowing. Streets alive with neon fire and shadow, flow unbroken, rhythm compelling, voice bending, slicing, soaring, energy building, tension climbing, story weaving through alleys and rooftops, motion, infinite darkness, painting edges, melody carrying higher, every phrase a spark, every bar a flame, tension breaking, reshaping, alive in every line, story cresting, night swallowing, reflecting, heartbeat racing with bass, words curling, slicing, soaring, unstoppable. Rhythm, driving, storing, motion, burning, motion, unending energy, climbing, shifting as the vital beat hits. The city exhales, brings off slogans, puddles still. My voice fading into the mist, leaving only the echo of movement. The tension dissolving into the quiet night. Shadows lingering, stories suspended, and the streets breathing in the aftermath. Alive with memory, alive with pulse, alive in silence. Rain slicks the streets as I move in silence. Footsteps muted but measured. 808s rolling beneath, drums snapping tight. Bass grounding the pulse, teeth weaving shadows. My voice cutting through. Rich and assertive, words curling with weight. Each line a reflection, each verse a declaration. I twist, turn, arms brushing air, letting rhythm carry me through darkened alleys and empty plazas. Imagined eyes watching from high windows, tension coiling in every breath. Paths shimmering faintly, beats snapping with precision. Bass grinding beneath my words. I step, leap each motion a verse. Syllables hitting hard, hooks rising, bridges winding, anticipation stretching core erupts, bold, confident, layered with narrative and motion. I spin, stride, flow, bending, spiraling melodies, intertwining with heartbeat phrases, painted neon reflections, street lamps flickering, shadows stretching, layers stacking, each line distinct, each bar igniting energy, colliding with walls, rooftops, silent crowds, pulse racing, alive, fully alive, complete alive. Rhythm sinking deeper, body moving instinctively, mind sharpening, story unfolding, whispered verses growing into roars. Drums tearing through night air, bass pounding, sing, slicing, voice cutting, bending, soaring. Words layering with meaning, tension
trip amber over rain-slick pavement. Footsteps echo syncopated with thudding 808 drums snapping like a gunfire. Bass rolling deep under the night air. It's curling tension into every shadow. My voice pierces through smooth, raw, twisting with power. Every word a calculated strike. Each bar shaping the night I move. Step, pivot, arm slicing through air, letting rhythm push me across rooftops, alleyways, abandoned plaza. Imagined eyes following, silent but palpable tension coiling tight. Pads shimmering faintly over drums, bass grinding, beats snapping. I leap, twist, flow bending, syllables curling around rhythm. Hooks building intensely, bridge tight in anticipation. Chorus erupts, lay it bold, unstoppable. I stride, spin words curling and cutting, melodies entwine with heartbeat lines, painting flickering neon puddles, reflecting fragmented street lights. Shadows stretching long, layers stacking each line, a spark each bar, a flare, energy colliding over streets. Rooftops, pulse racing alive, fully alive, completely alive, entirely alive. Rhythm sinking deep, body moving instinctively. Mind sharpening, story unfurling, whispered verses growing into roars. Drums tearing night air, bass booming, sing, voice bending, soaring, words layering with tension. Drops landing heavy, bridge twisting into chorus. Dark, stylish, unstoppable, flow shifting, slicing alive, fully, completely, entirely alive. Moving through streets, spinning, twisting, shouting, singing, echoes trailing, rhythm pulsing, melody driving, voice slicing, soaring, narrative threading, energy flowing alive, fully alive, completely, entirely alive. Night breathing with me, shadow stretching, motion endless, story expanding endlessly. Heartbeat sinking with every bass pulse, words cascading like rain. Streets alive with danger and promise, flow unbroken, rhythm unstoppable, voice bending, slicing, soaring, energy building, alive, fully, completely, entirely alive. Story weaving through alleys and rooftops, motion infinite, darkness painting every edge. Melody carry me higher, every phrase a spark, every line a flame. Tension building, breaking, reshaping, alive, fully alive, completely, entirely alive. Night swallowing and reflecting, heartbeat racing with bass, slicing, soaring, unstoppable rhythm, driving, story unending, alive, completely, entirely alive. Street lights flicker over rain-slicked avenues, footsteps pounding in sync with deep 808 snares, cracking sharp bass rolling beneath concrete, sends curling tension across corners. My voice cuts raw and fierce, words twisting and striking, each bar igniting the night. I pivot, leap, stride, arms slicing air, beats carrying me through alleys, rooftops, empty plazas, imagined eyes tracing silently, tension coiling tight, pads shimmer faintly, cinematic strings layering on knees, drums tearing through the dark, bass grinding deep. I twist, flow bending around, rhythmic pockets, syllables snapping over beats, hooks rising with ferocity, bridge winding, anticipation taut, chorus erupts, laid explosive, unstoppable, energy thick. I spin, step, words curling defiantly, melodies entwined with heartbeat lines, painting neon reflections in puddles, shadows stretching, layers stacking each line, igniting each bar a flare, energy
Energy colliding across rooftops, pulse racing, alive in darkness, body moving instinctively, mind sharp and story unfolding, whispered verses swelling into roars, drums pounding, bass booming, sick slicing, voice bending and soaring, words layering tension and grit, drops hitting hard, bridge twisting in a chorus, dark stars relentless, flow shifting, slicing, motion unstoppable, moving through streets, spinning, twisting, shouting, singing, echoes trailing, rhythm pulsing, melody driving, voice cutting, soaring, narrative threading, energy flowing, streets alive with neon fire and shadow flow, unbroken, rhythm compelling, voice bending, slicing, soaring, energy building, tension, climbing, story weaving through alleys and rooftops, motion infinite, darkness painting edges, melody carrying higher, every phrase a spark, every bar a flame, tension breaking, reshaping, I live in every line, story crysting, rain easing, distant horns wail, footsteps fading, city exhales quietly, mist swallowing edges, my voice dissolving into shadows, leaving the rhythm alive alone, streets breathing, alive in memory, alive in lingering echoes, alive in the quiet aftermath.
Thunder rolls over rain-slick streets. Neon signs flicker, footsteps sync with pounding 808. Snare snapping sharp bass, reverberating beneath concrete. Winding tension through alleys, my voice cuts sharp and fierce, words twisting, slicing, each bar a spark. Every line igniting shadows I stride. Pivot, leap, arms slicing the air. Beats carrying me across rooftops. Deserted plazas, windows glowing faintly. Tension coiling tight. As shimmer, cinematic strings layering unease. Drums tearing night air, bass grinding deep. I twist, jump, flow, bending. Syllables snapping with precision. Rising with intensity, bridge winding, anticipation tide, porous erupts, laying explosive, energy thick I spin. Step words curling with defiance, melodies entwined with heartbeat lines, painting neon puddles, shadows stretching, layers stacking, each line igniting, each bar flaring, energy colliding over streets, pulse racing, alive in the dark, body moving instinctively, mind sharpened, story unfolding, whispered verses swelling into roars, drums pounding, bass booming, sit slicing, voice bending and soaring, words layering, tension and grit, drops hitting hard, bridge twisting into chorus, dark, stylish, relentless flow, shifting, slicing, motion unstoppable, moving through streets, spinning, twisting, shouting, singing, echoes trailing, rhythm pulsing, melody driving, voice cutting, soaring, narrative threading, energy flowing, streets alive with neon fire and shadow flow, unbroken, rhythm compelling, voice bending, slicing, soaring, energy building, tension climbing, story weaving through alleys and rooftops, motion infinite, darkness painting edges, melody carrying broken neon, mist curling around streetlights, my footsteps syncopated with booming 808s. Snare snapping sharp bass, reverberating through concrete, weaving tension like a knife. My voice cuts smooth but ferocious, each word twisting with intent, every bar a reflection of shadowed streets. I move, step, pivot, arms slicing air in rhythm, letting beats carry me across rooftops. Alleys, empty plazas, windows flicker with imagined eyes, tension tightening in chest pads, shimmer laid with subtle strings, drums tearing night air, bass grinding. I leap, twist, flow, bending with agility, syllables snapping over beats, hooks rising, bridges winding, anticipation stretching. Chorus hits layered and bold, energy thick, I stride, spin words curling with defiance, melodies entwined with heartbeat lines, pain and neon reflections, puddles trembling under street lamps, shadows stretching long, layers stacking, each line distinct, each bar igniting, energy colliding over streets, rooftops, pulse racing, alive in the darkness, full immersed, rhythm singing into veins, body moving instinctively, mind sharpened, story unfolding, whispered verses turning to roars, drums pounding, bass booming, sin slicing, voice bending and soaring, words layering with tension and grit drops hitting hard, bridge twisting into chorus, dark and unstoppable, flow shifting, slicing, motion relentless, alive in every strike, moving through streets, spinning, twisting, shouting, singing, echoes trailing, rhythm pulsing, melody driving, voice cutting, soaring, narrative threading, energy flowing, alive, fully immersed, streets alive with neon fire and shadow flowing, broken rhythm compelling, voice bending, slicing, soaring, energy building, tension climbing, alive in every line, story weaving through alleys and rooftops, motion, infinite darkness, painting edges, melody carrying higher, every phrase a spark, every bar a flame, tension breaking, reshaping, alive, fully absorbed, completely immersed, night swallowing, reflecting, heartbeat racing with bass, words curling, slicing, soaring, unstoppable, rhythm driving, story unending, alive, fully, completely, entirely absorbed, motion, endless narrative, twisting through shadows, energy climbing, voice slicing, melodic clear shifting, alive in every beat, fully immersed, completely present, darkness and city breathing together, words cutting, soaring, unstoppable, story threading, motion infinite, alive in every strike, fully, completely, entirely immersed. City hums under a steel gray sky, neon flickering over rain, slick streets, footsteps sinking with poundy 808 drums snapping with authority, bass rumbling beneath, curling tension through every shadow. My voice slices clean, sharp, twisting with menace and confidence. Every word a bullet, each bar strike. I pivot, step, glide, arms slicing air like blades, letting rhythm carry me across rooftops, alleyways, and empty plazas. Imagined eyes burning behind glass, tension coiling tight like a spring. Paths shimmer faintly, beat snap with precision, bass grinding, I twist, leap, flow bending, syllables snapping over drums, hooks building, bridge tightening, anticipation, chorus erupts, layered, dark, unstoppable. I stride, spin, words twisting, bending, melodies entwined with heartbeat. Lines painting neon reflections, puddles shivering, shadows stretching, layers stacking, each line a spark, each bar a flare, edgy colliding across streets, rooftops, pulse racing, alive, fully alive, completely alive, entirely alive. Rhythm sinking deep, body moving instinctively, mind sharpening, story unfurling, whispered verses swelling into shouts, drums pounding, bass booming, synths slicing, voice bending, soaring, words layering, tension drops hitting heavy, twisted into chorus.
Like slick things.
Flow shifting, slicing, alive, fully, completely, entirely alive, moving through streets, spinning, twisting, shouting, singing, echoes trailing, rhythm pulsing, melody driving, voice cutting, soaring, narrative threading, energy flowing, alive. Fully, entirely alive, completely, entirely alive. Night breathing with me, shadows stretching, motion, endless story expanding endlessly. Heartbeat sinking with every bass pulse, words cascading like rain, streets alive with danger and fire, flow unbroken, rhythm unstoppable. Voice bending, slicing, soaring, energy building alive, fully, completely, entirely alive. Story weaving through alleys and rooftops, motion infinite, darkness painting every edge, melody carry me higher. Every phrase a spark, every line a flame, tension building, breaking, reshaping, alive, fully alive, completely, entirely alive, completely, entirely alive. Night swallowing, reflecting, heartbeat racing with bass, words curling, slicing, soaring, unstoppable, rhythm driving, story unending, alive, fully, completely, entirely alive. City lights flicker through the mist as I move through silent streets. Every step in rhythm with the pounding 808s, drums snapping sharp, bass rolling heavy, sense weaving tension like smoke through alleys. My voice slicing through layers, dark, confident, twisting over every beat. Each word a spark, each bar a strike. I glide, spin arms steady, letting rhythm carry me over rooftops and empty streets. Imagine crowds silent but feeling every vibration, tension coiling tight like electricity. Breakbeat pads glinting faintly, beats snapping, bass grinding, I step, leap. Every move in a note, every gesture a flow, verses twisting, bending, rhymes striking like bullets, syllables dancing over drums, each line a push.
shadows wrap around me. Neon flickering like broken stars. Heartbeat sinking with the pounding. 808s, drums slicing through the darkness. Sins weaving tense patterns, my voice cut and sharp. Confident twisting over the low and storm. Each word a spark, each line a strike. I move, glide, arms steady, letting rhythm carry me through alleys and rooftops. Imagine crowds silent, yeah. Watching tension building in the space between breaths, yeah. Look at paths shimmering faintly, beat snapping, bass grinding heavy. I step, spin, motion like a rhythm in motion. Verses flow, words striking like bullets, syllables bouncing, twisting, bending over drums. Each rhyme a punch, each hook a surge, bridge coils, anticipation tightening. Then chorus hits dark, bold, unstoppable energy spiraling. I leap, twirl, every motion align, every gesture a flow. Drums tearing through shadows, bass echoes, and swirling melodies slicing, voice bending, soaring, cracking with raw intensities. Layers building, each phrase a spark, each bar a flame, energy colliding over rooftops, hearts unstoppable, alive, fully alive, completely alive, entirely alive. Rhythm pulsing through veins, body moving with beat, mind lifted, flow, climbing higher, spinning, twirling, spitting, singing, singing. Shimmering, pounding, voice cutting, bending, soaring. Every word a spark, every line a flame, energy overflowing. Bridges cascading, rises erupting, unstoppable, life, fully, entirely, completely alive. Burning, electrified, soaring, comes an unstoppable song, unending, echoing, carrying me higher. Body moving with beat, mind racing, energy uncontained, alive, fully alive, completely, entirely alive. Flow, crashing, slicing, unstoppable, alive, fully, entirely, completely alive. Fog clings to the alleys as neon bleeds into puddles. Footsteps echo like whispers, secrets. 808s thrum low, drum snap sharp, bass rolls under my stride. Songs coil tension through the air, my voice cuts smooth but fierce, weaving through the shadows, words dripping with defiance. Each rhyme a strike, each verse a pulse of heartbeat. I move, glide, arms steady, letting rhythm guide me. Over firelit rooftops, imagined eyes tracking, silent but present tension, winds tight-eyed. Do pads flicker faintly, beats slicing through night air, bass grinding. I leap, spin, each motion a verse, syllables snapping over drums, hooks pulling, bridge coils, anticipation tightening, chorus hits, darker, richer, lay within the turmoil and energy. I twist, step, turn, flow, bending, spiraling melodies twisting with breath. Each phrase painting city walls, street signs, every shadow layers building each line. A spark of flare, energy weaving, colliding over streets, rooftops, unseen crowds, pulse racing, alive, fully live, completely alive. Rhythm sinking in voices turning into screams. Drums pounding, raise, booming, inserting voice, slicing, bending, soaring words, layering tension, rising drops, hitting a hard bridge, exploding into chords. Darkened was darkened, energy flowing through every vein, flow, twisting, ceasing alive, fully, completely, entirely alive, moving through night, breathing city, spinning, twisting, shouting, singing, echoing, unstoppable, carrying me higher, body sinking, mind racing, layers building endlessly, story unspooling, tension releasing, alive, fully alive, completely entire life, night breathing with me, unstoppable melody weaving, voice slicing, soaring. Fog drifts across neon lit avenues, rain dripping from rooftops, footsteps sinking with heavy 808s, snare snapping tight, bass vibrating under concrete, send twisting tension into every corner. My voice cuts sharp and raw, fierce, each word a strike, each bar igniting shadow, move, step, pivot, arm slicing through air, beats carrying me across alleys, rooftops, empty plazas, imagined eyes following silently, tension coiling tight, past shimmer, cinematic strings layering on knees, drums tearing night air, bass grinding beneath, I twist, leap, flow bending around rhythmic pockets, syllables snapping over beats, hooks rising, bridge winding, anticipation stretching toward chorus erupts, layer bold, unstoppable, I stride, spin, words curling with defiance, melodies entwined with heartbeat lines, painting puddle reflections, shadows stretching, layers stacking, each line igniting, each bar a flare, energy colliding across rooftops, pulse racing alive in the dark, body moving instinctively, mind sharpened, story unfolding, whispered verses growing into roars, drums pounding, bass booming, synth slicing, voice bending and soaring, words layering tension and grit, drops hitting hard bridge, twisting into chorus, stars starless, relentless, flow shifting, slicing, motion unstoppable, moving through streets, spinning, twisting, shouting, singing, echoes trailing, rhythm pulsing, melody driving, voice cutting, soaring, narrative threading, energy flowing, streets alive with neon bonfire and shadow, flow unbroken, rhythm compelling, voice bending, slicing, soaring, energy building, tension climbing, story weaving through alleys and rooftops, motion infinite, darkness painting edges, melody carrying higher, every phrase a spark, every bar a flame, tension breaking, reshaping, alive in every line, story cresting, night softens, rain subsides, echoes lingering, city breathing in rhythm with fading steps, shadow corners still vibrating, fading light, alive in motion, suspended, alive in reflection.
Drips over wet asphalt, mist curling under streetlights. Footsteps sync with booming 808, snare snapping sharp bass, rattling through empty avenues, weaving tension through every corner. My voice cut sharp and raw, twisting with aggression and confidence. Ever a strike, each bar a shadow. I move, step, pivot, arms slicing the air like blades, letting rhythm carry me across rooftops and deserted plazas. Imagined eyes falling from dark windows, tension coiling tight like steel pads shimmer faintly. Cinematic strings layering on these drums, tearing night air bass, grinding beneath. I twist, leap, flow bending, syllables snapping with precision. Hooks rising, bridge winding, anticipation stretching. Chorus erupts, bold layered, unstoppable. Last stride, spin words curling, bending melodies entwined with heartbeat lines painting. Neon reflections, puddles trembling, shadows stretching, layers stacking, each line distinct, each bar igniting, energy colliding over streets and rooftops. Pulse racing, alive, fully alive, complete alive, entirely alive. Rhythm sinking deep, body moving instinctively, mind sharpened, story unfolding, whispered verses growing into roars, drums pounding, bass booming, sits slicing, voice bending, soaring, words layering with tension and grit, drops hitting home, bridge twisting in a chorus. Dark, stylish, relentless, flow shifting, slicing, alive in every strike, moving through streets, spinning, twisting, echoes trailing, rhythm pulsing, melody driving, voice cutting, soaring, narrative threading, energy flowing, alive, fully immersed, streets alive with neon fire and shadow, flow unbroken, rhythm compelling, voice bending, slicing, soaring, energy building, tension climbing, alive in every line, story weaving through alleys and rooftops, motion infinite, darkness painting edges, melody carrying higher, every phrase a spark, every bar a flame, tension breaking, reshaping, alive, fully absorbed, completely immersed, night swallowing and reflecting, heartbeat racing with bass, words curling, slicing, soaring, unstoppable rhythm driving, story unending, alive, fully, completely, entirely absorbed, motion endless, narrative twisting through shadows, energy climbing, voice slicing, melodic layers shifting, alive in every beat, fully immersed, completely present, darkness and city breathing together, words cutting, soaring, unstoppable, story threading, grunting, in every strike, fully, completely, entirely immersed. Neon glows flicker across rain,
Slick streets, footsteps sinking with deep 808. Snare snapping, sharp bass vibrating under asphalt. Sits curling tension through alleys. My voice slices the night, sharp and raw. Words striking with intent, each bar igniting darkness. I pivot, leap, stride, arms cutting air. Beats carry me across rooftops. An empty plaza, imagined eyes tracing silently, tension coiling tight. Patch shimmer faintly, cinematic strings layering on these drums, tearing through the night. Bass grinding deep. I twist, flow, bending with precision. Syllables snapping over beats, hooks rising with intensity. Bridge winding, anticipation taught core. Erupts layered, explosive, unstoppable. Energy thick, I spin step. Words curling defiantly, melodies entwined with heartbeat. Lines painting me, reflections in puddles, shadows stretching. Striking, each line igniting, each bar flaring, energy colliding across streets. Pulse racing, alive in darkness, body moving instinctively. Mind sharpened, story unfolding, whispered verses swelling into roars. Drums pounding, bass booming, zip slicing, voice bending and soaring. Words layering tension and grit, drops hitting hard. Bridge twisting into chorus. Dark stars, relentless flow, shifting, slicing, motion unstoppable. Moving through streets, spinning, twisting, shouting, singing. Echoes trailing, rhythm pulsing, melody driving, voice cutting, soaring, narrative threading, energy flowing. Streets alive with neon, fire and shadow, flow unbroken, rhythm compelling, voice bending, slicing, soaring, energy building, tension climbing, story weaving through alleys and rooftops, motion infinite, darkness painting, edges melly, carrying higher. Every phrase a spark, every bar a flame, tension breaking, reshaping, alive in every line. Story cresting, rain softens, distant city hums, footsteps fading, shadows lingering, neon flickers dim, my voice melting into mist, leaving the pulse of night alone. Streets breathing quietly, alive in memory, alive in the lingering hush, alive in reflection, the faint echoes of motion. Neon reflections ripple across rain-soaked streets, footsteps syncopating with heavy 808. Snares snapping with precision, bass rumbling through the city, since twisting tension into every shadow. My voice cuts sharp, raw, fierce, every word a strike, each bar a reflection of streets alive with secrets. I move, step, pivot, arms slicing through air and rhythm, letting beats carry me across alleys, rooftops, deserted plazas, imagined eyes watching from windows. steel pads shimmer faintly. Strings and nodding blings layering unease. Drums tearing night air, bass grinding beneath. I leap, twist, flow, bending with precision. Syllables snapping over beats, hooks rising, bridge winding, anticipation stretching taut. Chorus erupts, layered bold, unstoppable energy, thick as stride spin. Words curling with defiance, melodies entwined with heartbeat. Lines painting puddle reflection, shadows stretching long layers, stacking each line, igniting each bar a flare, energy colliding over streets. Rooftops pulse, racing alive in the darkness, fully immersed, completely alive, entirely alive. Rhythm sinking deep, body moving instinctively, mind sharpened, story unfolding, whispered verses swelling into roars. Drums pounding, bass booming, seats slicing, voice bending and soaring. Words layering tension and grit, drops hitting heavy, bridge twisting into chorus. Dark styles, relentless flow, shifting, slicing, alive in every strike. Moving through streets, spinning, twisting, shouting, singing, echoes trailing. Rhythm pulsing, melody driving, voice cutting, soaring, narrative threading, energy flowing alive, fully immersed. Streets alive with neon fire and shadow flow, unbroken, rhythm compelling, voice bending, slicing, soaring, energy building, tension climbing, alive in every line. Story weaving through alleys and rooftops, motion infinite, darkness painting edges, melody carrying higher, every phrase a spark, every bar a flame, tension breaking, reshaping, alive, fully absorbed, completely immersed. Night swallowing and reflecting, heartbeat racing with bass. Words curling, slicing, soaring, unstoppable rhythm driving, story unending. Alive, fully, completely, entirely absorbed, motion endless, narrator twisting through shadows, energy climbing, voice slicing, melodic layers shifting, alive in every beat, fully immersed, come completely present. Darkness and city breathing together, words cutting, soaring, unstoppable, story threading, motion infinite, alive in every strike, fully, completely, entirely immersed. Neon reflections ripple across wet streets as I step into the night. Heels clicking in rhythm with deep 808s, drums snapping sharp, bass rolling beneath like a heartbeat. Sends curling tension around every corner, my voice slicing through, smooth yet fierce, words twisting with intent. Each line a pulse, each bar a strike. I glide, spin, arms moving like extensions of sound, letting rhythm guide me through alleys and rooftops dripping with mist. Imagined eyes tracing me from shadow windows, tension winding tight like coiled steel, pads shimmer faintly over each beat. Bass grinding, drums tearing the air. I leap, twist every motion of verse, syllables bouncing, rhymes striking hard, hooks building, bridge tightens, anticipation stretching to break, and then chorus hits, bold, layered within a conflict, then adrenaline I stride, turn, flow bending, spiraling, melodies entwined with heartbeat lines, painting city walls, street lamps flickering over puddles, shadows stretching long. echoes trailing, rhythm pulsing, melody driving, voice cutting, soaring, narrative threading, energy flowing, alive, fully alive, completely entirely alive. Night breathing with me, shadows stretching, motion endless, story expanding endlessly, heartbeat sinking with every bass pulse, words cascading like rain, streets alive with tension, cityscape flicking, eternal fire flow, unbroken rhythm, unstoppable voice bending, slicing, soaring, energy building, alive, fully, completely, entirely alive. Story weaving through alleys and rooftops, ocean infinite, darkness painting every edge, melody carrying me higher. Every phrase a spark, every line a flame, tension building, breaking, reshaping, alive, fully alive, completely, entirely alive. Night swallowing and reflecting, heartbeat racing with bass, words curling, slicing, soaring, unstoppable, rhythm driving, story unending, alive, fully, completely, entirely alive. Night drapes over the city like a velvet curtain, neon bleeding into puddles, footsteps sinking with deep 808s, drums snapping sharp, bass rolling under the pavement, sense twisting tension through every corner, my voice slicing through shadows, smooth yet fierce, words bending, twisting with weight, each line a spark, each bar a pulse, I glide, step, pivot, arms moving fluidly, letting rhythm guide me through silent alleys, empty plazas, rooftops, glistening with brain imagined eyes, tracking tension, winding tighter, ledger paths, flickering faintly, beats cutting through night air, bass grinding a leap, spin, every motion of a syllable snapping over drums, hooks building, bridge winding, anticipation stretching to breaking, chorus hits, dark, bold, laid within a conflict, and drive, I stride, turn, flow, spiraling melodies, twisting with heartbeat lines, painted city walls, street lamps reflecting on puddles, shadows stretching, layers stacking, each line unique, each bar igniting, energy colliding across streets, rooftops, dancing, crowds, pulse racing, alive, fully alive, entirely alive, rhythm sinking deep into veins, body moving instinctively, mind sharpening, story unfolding, whispered verses growing into roars, drums pounding, bass booming, sin slicing, voice bending, soaring, words layering, tension rising, drops hitting heart bridge, twisting into chorus, dark stylies, unstoppable flow, shifting, slicing, alive, fully, completely, entirely alive, moving through streets, spinning, twisting, shouting, singing, echoes trailing, rhythm pulsing, each melody carrying me higher. Every phrase a spark, every line a flame. Tension building, breaking, reshaping, alive, fully alive, fully alive, completely, entirely alive. Night swallowing and reflecting, heartbeat racing with bass.